day everyone! Welcome back to our Cookery Return class, and we are now in Module 4. And this is storing vegetable dishes. So proper storing of vegetables is very important. That is to prevent us from getting sick of foodborne illnesses. Okay, let's start with the fresh vegetables. How are we going to store this? Number 1, potatoes and onions are stored at cool temperature, that is 50 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. That is in a dry, dark place, as well as in a ventilated area. But do not go together the potatoes and onions, because there is something from the onions that can speed the potatoes to ripen and sprout, then spoil. Alright, so do not go together. Number 2, other vegetables must be refrigerated. To prevent from drying, they should be kept covered or wrapped. So take note that you can't refrigerate wet vegetables. So if possible, if that is dirty, so you're going to remove the soil, remove the dirt, so you should wash it. So if you're washing it, you have to drain it. Let the vegetable be out of water, no more water. Alright, and then look at the picture. This is how to wrap or cover the vegetables. Of course, that is to prevent from drying in the refrigerator. Alright. Number 3, peeled and cut vegetables should be covered or wrapped, and use it quickly to prevent spoilage. So of course, it is already peeled, it is already cut. You have to use it immediately. Alright, so you can just refrigerate it just for 1 day. Number 4, potatoes, eggplants, and other vegetables that brown when cut should be treated with an acid or blanch them to inactivate the enzyme that causes from browning. So raw cut potatoes are held in cold water for a short time. So those are vegetables that are cut like potatoes. So you are going to hold that one in the cold water for a short time, then refrigerate it. Number 5, store all fresh vegetables for a short time. So storage times are different for each type of vegetables. So for example, for the carrots, that is, you can refrigerate that one in 3 to 4 weeks. It's different from the green onions. You only have 7 to 10 days. So it's different from other type of vegetables. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, let's proceed with the frozen vegetables. So how we store frozen vegetables. So number 1, you're going to store that one at 0 degrees Fahrenheit, or that is negative 18 degrees Celsius or colder in original container until ready for use. For number 2, do not refreeze thawed vegetables. So thawed means yung natutunaw na frozen vegetables. Do not refreeze it again. Alright? So let's proceed with the canned vegetables. Yung mga dilata na vegetables. Alright, number 1, how to store it. You are going to keep in a cool, dry place, away from sunlight, and off the floor. So, wag mong ilagay sa floor. So, it should be away from the sunlight because sunlight can make the canned vegetables ruin immediately, right? Then we have number 2, discard cans that show signs of damage. For example, swollen. Merong can na swollen na yung part or upper part of the can, or badly dented, rusted cans. So discard that one immediately. Okay, that's for the canned vegetables. Let's proceed. For the leftover vegetables, yung mga sobra natin na vegetables. Number 1, do not mix batches. So you can apply FIFO for the leftovers. So you're going to wrap it, put in a container those leftovers, and then you can refrigerate it. You can put that one in the refrigerator, but of course you mark it FIFO, that is first in, first out. So yung nauuna na ni-store mo sa refrigerator, you have to serve it or use it first, right? So that's the first in, first out. All right. Number 2, store leftover creamed vegetables for just 1 day only. Those leftover na merong cream na vegetables, so you can store that one just for 1 day only. Then before storing yung mga vegetables, mga leftovers na medyo mainit pa, do not before storing it, you have to cool it rapidly by placing the container on ice then before storing it. All right. Alright, let's proceed with the standard safety and hygiene procedures. Okay, of course, hygiene is very important. Standard safety is very important in handling food, you know. We're talking on food, so these things are very important. Alright? Okay, we have 4 C's in the food safety. Number 1 C is cleaning. Yeah, you have to keep the surfaces clean and tidy because it is a vital part of preventing the spread of pathogens. All the counters, the working table, the utensils, all the utensils and equipment that you're going to use in the kitchen, so you should clean it. All right. Then the cooking. Number 2, the cooking. Of course, when you do the cooking, you have to make sure that the food is cooked properly. And number 3, cross-contamination. You have to avoid cross-contamination. That is why you clean, prevent this thing, cross-contamination. Okay, the number 4, after cooking, after preparing the food, you have to chill it. So those are the 4 C's in food safety. Okay, let's proceed. The personal hygiene. This is often the cause of many food poisoning cases. It is less prioritized when it comes to food safety. That is why personal protective equipment is also important in the kitchen. So you have the PPE. Okay, we have these uniforms, the aprons, the gloves, the shoes, and the hairnet. So you should wear this while you are in the kitchen, while preparing the food, while um, cooking the food. You should have this PPE, the personal protective equipment. Alright, so that's all. So let's proceed with the activity number 6. Letter A, direction. You're going to write yes if the statement is a fact and no if it is not. Number 1, kitchen safety awareness is essential in food preparation, cooking as well as during cleaning up and daily living. Number 2, food safety and hygiene are not important in the kitchen. Number 3, always disinfect the area after the food preparation has taken place. Number 4, once the preparation of food has taken place, it is not necessary to ensure if it is cooked properly. Okay, number 5, in reality, most germs are taken from the outside of the home. Number 6, it is not necessary to place a first aid kit and an extinguisher in the kitchen. And number 7, personal hygiene is often the cause of many food poisoning cases. Number 8, daily regular checking of the personal hygiene of food handlers is not necessary to be done. And number 9, hygiene practices involve working on a clean surface. And the last one, number 10, wiping of perspiration using the bare hands is a necessity. Letter B, explain the importance of the following. Number 1, storing vegetables. Number 2, personal hygiene. And number 3, the personal protective equipment or PPE. Why are these things are important? Explain it. That's all. Thank you for watching.